All right, welcome to the weekly startup talk.
Thank you.
Today we have you to interview, and would you start preparing the viewer on who you are and what
Yeah.
you do?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Jonathan, and I'm presenting Easy Optimizer, who's a online company founded by myself, Morten, and Thomas, and we focus on competitor monitoring for Magento web shops.
All right. How did you start this company? Where was the idea from?
We started the company, or the idea originally originated from the third semester, where we had a deal with a web shop in Aarhus, and they presented a list of problems that they needed solved. And during the project, we found out that they had a special focus on competitor monitoring. And based on the knowledge we gained from that project, we decided to start this company because we could see there was a big market for it.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're still a student right now, actually.
Yeah, I'm on the 10th semester in software engineering, and so are my two co-founders.
All right. And you're writing your master thesis at the moment?
Yes, on the 10th semester we are writing the thesis now.
Also around this company idea? Or?
Not on this company idea.
All right.
Me and Thomas are working on benefits realization in organizations, and Morten, the last co-founder, is a student in machine intelligence and artificial intelligence.
Okay.
So we have a diversified team within software development.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
How is it to work on the one side on your project, on in this case your master thesis, and on the other side the company thing?
It's rather time consuming because we have to focus on various tasks, but it's also really interesting because you don't have to focus on one thing all the time, so you can jump from project to project and do what you really find interesting.
All right. So you scoop around what you find interesting at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
And when we are working on Easy Optimizer, it's various kinds of tasks. So it's not only development. We also have to focus on the economy part and how is it to handle employees and all those sorts of things.
Yeah.
And in our own project, in the master thesis, it's mainly development and writing a report.
All right.
So
So how does those things in your company, like management of employees,
mhm.
pitching, and so on, how does that contribute to your education?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
Well, when we are to go out and find a job after this project, we have to present ourselves and be good at talking about who are we and present the good sides of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's reflected in how you pitch as well,
Yeah.
because you need to be good at really call it underlining the good parts,
Of course.
so that we can use when we get out in the real life as well.
Yeah.
And well, from our perspective, we are probably going to work with customers and be able to sell our product to customers and explain in a rather non-technical way how the system works,
All
and that we have to do here as well,
Yeah.
so that we can use various sides of what we've learned from here and when we get out in
Yeah.
real life afterwards.
Yeah. So you actually see yourself having something add-on compared to other students in the same
Yeah,
same field.
exactly, because
Yeah.
we learn during the courses we have taken, we don't really focus on entrepreneurship that much and how to pitch and all those kinds of things and how to sell yourself in a good way, but we learn that here.
And right now you're located in the incubator.
Yeah.
How is it in this environment for you?
It's a rather relaxed environment, and we think it's a really cool place to be because we sit with mind-like people. So it's really cool to be here.
Mm-hmm. All right. And at the moment, I know you're working a lot on your company all the time, but at the moment, what is your lack of resources or plot problem you have at the moment?
Yeah, well, at the moment we are only our three co-founders working on the problem and the solution.
Mm-hmm.
So at the moment we could be looking for a graphical designer because we are mainly focused on the functionality within the development aspects. And as it is right now, we also need to sell our system because we are in a position where we are in go-to-market, but we need to approach the customers.
Mm.
So it would be relevant to get someone in who's actually experienced in selling solutions and setting up meetings.
All right.
So, we have two different employees we could use.
Yeah. All right. If you should give some kind of advice or good suggestion for a company or a person with an idea, what would it be to become as successful as you are?
I think if you're a student, as in my case, I think it's a good idea to think entrepreneurship into to your courses or your projects when you're studying, because when you're taking your education, you have the time to focus some of it on the business, and if you can include that into your project, you are more likely to become successful, I think, because when you're out there and have to work 40 hours a week and there's a boss telling you what to do, then you might be more focused on that part rather than actually having time to focus on your own thing. So if you have the time to focus on it during the project, then that would be relevant. Because from our perspective, we included the business into 2 projects, and that has given us like 900 hours per person on these 2 projects. So it's you get a lot of time to focus on the business.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for the weekly startup talk. Stay tuned for more good stories from the startup environment here at Aalborg University. Ciao.